The Pittsburgh Penguins won their fourth in a row here at PPG Paints Arena. Hello, I'm Dan Kingerski for Pittsburgh Hockey Now on the National Hockey Now YouTube channel. Thanks for checking us out here. Listen, I just spent about an hour writing a 1,500-word report card, grading the Penguins, laying out the chalkboard, what they did well, and what maybe they didn't do so well in the second period. We're going to condense a lot of that here in our post-game video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the NHN YouTube channel before we get any further. Now, diving into the Penguins game, I think the obvious thing, you praise Casey DeSmith. In true DeSmith form, he called his game stiff and boring leading up to this past week. He has 2 wins in 5 days, including the 1-0 shutout on Saturday night. DeSmith was very good against Anaheim. There's just no question about that. He looked like the Casey DeSmith that we remember seeing in seasons past. The Casey DeSmith the Penguins maybe would have loved to have had the opportunity to go to last May in the playoffs. Moving past DeSmith, though, really, I thought the Penguins' chalkboard was where this game was won. Almost lost in the second period, but won in the first and third periods. Now, the Penguins were actually outshot both in the first and third periods, but it was the territory that they controlled. It was the puck time. It was where the puck was on the ice that made a lot of the difference. And you can't underestimate that. You know, for all of the stats and the advanced stats that maybe show that the Penguins were outplayed in large stretches of those first and third periods, that really wasn't reality. The Penguins controlled the play. They dictated the play, I thought, especially in the first period. And they did that, not with the crisp, beautiful breakouts that you saw on Friday night. No, it was the bottom lines. It was the third line. It was the fourth line playing some gritty hockey. Anaheim forced the Penguins to do a lot of chip and chase, a lot of dump and chase. The third and the fourth lines, I thought, did that very well. You saw Brock McGinn, Zach Aston-Reese, Teddy Bluger, Dominic Simone, Brian Boyle, Andrew O'Connor had a lot of chances on Saturday night. Listen, get this little stat here. The Boyle line, they outshot their opponents 9-1. They outchanced their opponents 7-1, and they out-high-dangered their opponents 3-1. In other words, they got chances and they didn't allow very much at all. You have to love that kind of statistical output, and the eyes matched it from your fourth line. Obviously, the third line, Zach Aston-Reese and Brock McGinn, I thought were really on their game. A couple controlled zone entries, including Aston-Reese's nice little stick handle and dangle. Then the backhand sauce over to McGinn, who one-timed it past Whitehall's Johnny Gibson. And that was the only goal of the game. But there was a lot of that kind of play from the third line. Great forecheck. The Penguins positionally, their forecheck has been exceptionally good. And Mike Sullivan praised that following the game. It does take a lot of energy and a lot of want to for a forecheck to be that good in the second of back-to-back games. What the Penguins do is literally chop the ice in half. They're so good at kind of collapsing onto the puck and keeping the opponent to the wall and only forward. And then they attack that pass. Or if there's a cross-ice pass, the Penguins have time to step into that as well. In the first and third periods, I thought they really denied Anaheim a lot of speed out of their zone. They made Anaheim work for 200 feet. And when the Penguins are doing that, they're very good. The defensemen weren't quite as involved in the play as they were on Friday night in the win over the Washington Capitals. But you still saw John Marino. You still saw Mike Matheson playing with the puck down deep. Chris Letang had a couple as well. Brian Dumoulin even found himself behind the goal line a couple of times. I think you're going to see that going forward as the Penguins defensemen try to get more involved. Look, the Penguins had not been scoring enough goals. Wins and losses not factored. The Penguins weren't scoring enough goals for those wins to be sustainable. They only won 1-0, but I think the number of chances and the play on Saturday night certainly was, and the way the defensemen have been activating is sustainable as well. In fact, we need to see more of that. We're going to have more of on that specific topic coming up on Pittsburgh Hockey Now on Sunday. I've now asked Marcus Pettersson and Chad Ruedel and Mike Sullivan all about that. So we're going to get a bit more in depth on that specific topic over the next couple of days. So the Penguins have an off day on Sunday, a much deserved. We don't take off days. We'll see you on the website. Make sure to subscribe and like. I'm Dan Kingerski from PPG Paints Arena.